Hello, welcome back again to Tapered rafters connection detailing integral structures for PEB structure. So let me just switch back to technical environment. This is where we left it, and you've created the end plate. You've trimmed off everything to the required position. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to place the bolts. So how do you place the bolts? We can either leave it the orientation of our XYZ plane as it is, or we can change it. But I would like to leave it as it is because it will help us in creating the stiffeners. So it will not require us to go ahead and reorient the XYZ plane once again. Just leave it as it is now. I'll come to steel, then come to bolts. Then I'll pick the parts I want to bolt together. You select by left clicking. So I've selected this and this. So I'll press my middle button on the mouse and I'm going to pick the 2 points where I want my bolts to begin and end my connection using bolts. So I'm going to double click on the bolts because I have gotten more than I wanted. So this is M20 and you can change M20 and you can change the grade here by clicking on that. There's so many grade standards. There's so many standards available here. Now the length of the bolts you can change and the extra length if you need, you can define there. If you need washer, everything is available in technical structures here. Now, I want to change center to center distance of the bolts here. I can change this to 100 and see how does it appear. So this is how it appears, but we can leave it as it is. And what I need to shift, I want to shift this slightly downward so that these can match this. So how do you do that? I'd come back here and maybe key in 55 and click modify. So, and let me see 60 will be okay for us. If I click 60, much better, and we can leave it as it is. Now what we're going to do, I'm going to close that. So once I've closed this, I want to go straight and start creating the stiffeners. So I'll begin with the top end stiffener, and I'm going to first of all use my points to guide me in creating the points for the stiffeners. So I'll pick on that spot and I want to select that point, right click and come to special copy and pick on linear. So under linear, before I copy this point, I'll check what is the orientation of my XYZ plane. It's sloping against the y-axis. So I'm going to prefix my 100 millimeter from this point by negative sign as it is here. So I'll just go ahead, click copy. Again, once I've done so, I'm going to come back to steel, then pick on the point plate. Then I'm going to create a plate right there, and I'm going to snap on that spot. That's what you've created right away. And I'm going to create, I want to chamfer that. Double click on the point, then I'll come to line, and I want to just give it 20 by 20. Let me try 2020. 2020 or 3030 will be okay. 2020 will be okay. That's okay. And it has matched. Now, since I can't see the center, the top end of this bolt, this will force me to switch back to isometric view. So on the isometric view, the reason why you are coming to isometric view is because if I place my points, I need to snap right at the center of these balls. But on the elevation view, I'll only be able to see the side view of these balls. So the mark, the our datums are the centers of these balls because we want a stiffener to appear on the middle, another stiffener, another stiffener. So I'm going to use there to mark my guiding points within the center of these balls. So I'm going to edit and pick on points, and I'm going to pick online. This online will help me identify the center of these balls. So from this point, I'll be able to transfer this point to the plate by right-clicking and coming to perpendicular. So I'll snap on the perpendicular point relative to that center point of the two balls. So once I've done so, I'm going to just get rid of this point because it's no longer useful to us. I'll right-click and come to any points here, and I can right-click and come to perpendicular, and I'm going to snap on a point perpendicular to this point. Now I'm going to select the 2 points that way, and I'm going to right click and come to spatial copy and pick on linear. So I'll move it 100 against the direction of the x-axis, I mean the y-axis. So let me come to view, rotate using mouse, so you can see the 4 points. So these 4 points will help us create a stiffener. So once we've created the 4 points, I'll come to steel. Then I want to pick the 4 points and join them together, and you have plates right there. So if you don't need the points, you don't want to see the points, just right click and redraw, and everything disappears. But if you need them, just you don't need to redraw. So I need to chamfer this. So I'll select on the plate and double click on this joint there or node. Then I pick on line and maybe key in 30 for our chamfer and click on that. We can try 60. 60 will be okay. It will look nice. So that's it. So I'm going to select on this, right click and come to copy. So I want to copy this point, copy that stiffener to that point, to that point, and you don't need that on the other side. So let me just select everything here and right click, select on this one also, right click and come to spatial copy and pick linear. And I want to mirror this on the other side. So if I mirror that, let's see how it will turn out. Perfect. It has been copied on the other side. So if I come to view, come to navigate and rotate this, I'll also be able to copy it on the other side. So how do you ensure it's copied to the other side? We have to reorient our XYZ plane by transferring this plane. We come to view, come to work plane, and we'll place it right on top here. We'll place it right on top here. So I'll come back and select all these stiffeners, then right click and come to spatial copy and pick on mirror. And I'm going to use the center of these two and click on that. So I'll click copy. So if I check the other side, let me check the other side if we have the stiffeners in place. We have the stiffeners in place. And if you see this symbol indicates that we have a double placement of a component. So we've created a connection here with stiffeners in place. And if you want to create some welding, you can just come to steel, then come to weld. So we can weld this member to that member. We can weld this member to that member, and we can weld these stiffeners to end plate like that. Just weld that to that, and weld this to this, weld this to this, weld this to this. And if you turn the other side, make sure all is welded. Weld this to this, and weld this to this, and weld this once again to this plate. So let's do the same thing on the other side. If I come to navigate and if I rotate this, I'll be able to create some welding. So I'll show you if the welding has been created. If I come to weld, I want to weld this to this, weld this to that. I want to weld this to that, and this one to this one, and I want to weld this to this, and this one to this one. So if you want to prove that, if I select on this and maybe say show assembly, but we don't need to do that now, but I've just showed you how to weld. So I think from that point, you've gotten some point on how you can create this joint. And then first of all, double click, right click and click redraw, and switch back to my elevation view, grid one. So you can see the joint. Right click once again and clean everything. It's not clean. So if those symbols that doesn't go means your weld is active. Your weld is active, and we can get rid of that. And we can just leave it, no problem. And let me just close that and close that. Redraw. Now here we are, and we need another stiffener at the bottom end here, but there's the way I showed you how to create this, you can create a similar thing here at the bottom. So let's meet then on the other side of things on probably part 3 of rafter connection creation.